going to be the first map in this quarter-final series. Cloud9 taking on Team NV. Two legendary organizations with two teams now about to duke it out in the server as we get ready to head in to this quarter-final. Cloud9, T-side start for them on their map pick. Envy electing to begin over on the CT side, and those GG bet odds have come on in. And we can report that Cloud9 are looking like the favorites right now by a bit of a margin.
Imagine that. Shroud 9, Cloud9. And the crowd is extra proud now.
Oh, Bastion. Got to get those cams right, mate. Well, we're watching you, buddy. We are making sure that you're on top form today, and I'm sure he is. His fingers are warm and ready. You hope Cloud9's are too. From the boy of NA throwing to the boys of NA, it's them indeed running through the monster into this B bomb site. Motum, he's got a kill, but the flash is good from Envy. They're going to pop him back, and he's stalled out on the second kill. He still gets it. Motum really just laying down the pain here. Cloud9 all over this bomb site. It's a double bait set up on sandbags. Will they expect another man? They do not. Mihu pops out with one, but it's only one, and by that point, the round is cleaned up. Motum with 3 and Cloud9 with 1.
No, but Hugo, in all seriousness, I think it is a pretty dope piece of attire. I think if I were ever to, like, maybe go sit in front of a slot machine in a casino, you know, with like
one of those jackpot
green, like, see-through visors on, like, I'd probably wearing that as the top to go with it.
I'll be going to Vegas with this as soon as I can, Trace.
Okay, fair enough. You heard that first, right from the horse's mouth.
Hey,
Hugo the horse now.
Hugo, was it Hugo?
Hugo.
Hugo. No, it's BoJack Horseman. It's like Hugo, BoJack Horseman. There's something there. I just really
Hojack. Well, actually,
Hugh Jackman now with I don't even know where this is going. Can someone cut these guys'
It's not so much
mics?
Hugh Jackman as huge jacked men over towards long. They do manage to find 3, and now they have themselves quite the advantage in this pistol. Let's see, as the Wolves have grouped on up, and they will cut down everyone on the Team Envy side. I think I dug us out of that hole quite nicely.
Thank you so much.
Cloud9 is second
pretty
on the board. And now an investment coming in for the Team Envy squad. We talked about Wolves, now let's talk about Meese, or Moose rather.
Meese, rather. Now that's a good stopping point right there. Meese. Now, I'm not going to stop you all the time, Harry, but I do want to note the pluralization of the word moose.
Mice.
It is Meese.
It is not Meese. However, we will carry on.
Okay, into the action. Yeah, gun round now. Envy, they've got the buy, and they look to take liberties away. Meese pushed up on the playground. He's not going to commit, though. Uses the smoke to fall right back. Scuttling to the safety of the toilets alongside Nifty. Cloud9 taking their sweet, sweet time to get out of the playground anyway. Got that triple B set up for Envy, but Mihu's going to be the point of rotation, and that might be needed with how loud and proud Cloud9 are being down on long right now. They've taken a heavy foothold in this position. Moose has heard it.
Moose now. Standing tall now. He's going to get beat real fast by a Ferrari JT version. They don't look to stop right there. The Gleal making you scream in agony. Of course.
Well, the execute is going to come through. Envy have thrown that rotation up, and they've popped a flash out short. Nifty's gone aggressive, but he's seen nothing, and it's all a ruse. Cloud9, they are fully committed to long with 3 players and the bomb. With that close smoke, it's going to deny info for Envy, who are rotating another man down. It's a gamble, it's a risk, and they're going to come to regret it. Cloud9 running through the smoke.
Oh, but JT is on to another. Mihu now set up on the other side of this bank smoke, and he's got himself a little gap, and you don't want to give Mihu a little gap to work with. Floppy actually does get that trade almost immediately, so they deal with the bank player well. Calix and Ryan now left in this 2v4, and it might just have to be a save here for Team MB. Cloud9 going to find themselves a 3rd on the board here and now, as they get off to a great start here on their map pick over on the T side of Overpass. Winning this first rifle really does set you up to get ahead in a very big way.
Yeah, especially when it's the Galils getting you these opening kills, right? Like Envy's first rifle round, and they want to get some more utility, so they don't go for the head armor, and, well, that's sometimes what happens.
Yep. This round's going to go the way of C9, which also brings me to a tweet that has come in. Now, we don't normally you know, read them without them getting vetted by the production crew.
No.
Oh, no.
What are you reading?
So, Alex Gruber, A Gruber 6. That's at A Gruber 6 GRB. The plural of moose is moosin, as in I saw a flock of moosin. There were many of them, many much moosin.
It's a flock. Multiple moose is a flock. I don't know if I believe that one. Is that true? That's crazy. I thought flocks were birds, Trace.
You know, I don't know, but I do know it's not meese of all things. Anyway, getting back into the game, we will go. Cloud9 have found a comfortable rhythm.
Well, talking to plurals, me who's there is what he's wondering as he sits down towards this B bomb site. All right, falling off the ledge, never a fun one. This is a good angle, of course, for a CT, though. Your legs don't really get spotted, and as long as you're on top of the railing, you're going to see them before they see you, but not if they run out monster. Cloud9 with a furious pace. These flashes are unbelievable. No one can see anything. Cloud9 and Envy stand still inside of the site. Ryan goes through a Molotov, and he gets a kill, but he's down to 50, and his position given away. Cloud9 with a plant, and they know exactly where Envy is stuck. Motum's going to try and push the perimeter, get in the face of Moose here, but he's already run away. He's already abandoned the ship. Drowning in the icy waters below.
He's moosing on.
The moose is loose.
Moose got you loose.
There's going to be a lot of these, Trace.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a few more in my head I'm saving.
Okay. Well, Cloud9, not saving any stress. Let's go back over there, Bastion. Where were we? Let's go back to the party.
I was going to say, I always want to...
Take this in. Yeah, get us in the front door, man.
Yeah, Bastion, get us in. You know the bouncer, right?
You got your ID, mate.
Secret knock on the door.
Tap, tap, tap. You got your ID,
That's it.
mate.
That's how you get in.
No one's there. No one's home. Anyway, let's get back into it, I suppose.
Cloud9, 4-0 up, but obviously that was just the pistols for Team Envy. And now this reinvestment is going to come in, and we're even going to see that AWP over in Nifty's hands. So, no head-to-head yet. Cloud9 still actually running a MAC-10 into this round over on the back of Motum, and I kind of like that. It probably means he's going to play this round pretty aggressively with the old MAC-10 and have these rifles there to back him up. A lot of mid-control attempted early on, and this is where Nifty resides with this AWP. Now, is this going to be the solution for Team Envy? Well, back on out of middle the moment they see some utility flying over, leaving Nifty to hold this position. Moose is going to go back and keep an eye on long. Team Envy didn't have anyone there. Last thing they want is to get surprised when 4 guys run down the long side and just get into the A bomb site. So, falling on back now. Cloud9 sneaking in towards middle. Sonic still waiting outside of B. He's just there to keep options open, and maybe if Team Envy try and get aggressive, he'll be able to catch someone off guard. Just denying any sort of information play here from Team Envy. That's pretty much his responsibility. And it also leaves Cloud9's options open to them. If they do want to go back down towards B, they haven't given up full control here. This MAC-10 tries to pick up the pace, but Moose responds by shooting 2 in the face, no less. JT, Sonic, and Floppy left up in a 3-on-5.
Yeah, real bullwinkle there for Moose. He really does get it done when it matters the most. However, Nifty is going to have an easy shot put into his crosshairs, which ultimately does help the case of Envy picking up their first round. Now, the B site is open for the time being. There's still some eyes on it. So just Sonic and Floppy to try to get this bomb down.
They're being loud about it as well, flashing their entry, so everyone knows they're here. Envy can fully rotate, and they can have 5 players in the site in just a second. Floppy getting ready. He's going to clear the site. Does get control. Team Envy almost playing retake, but they're going to swing off the back of that kill. They know Floppy's still here, and they can trade him for a round. Envy getting on the board nice and early on. 1 taken away from Cloud9. The sooner the better, if you ask me. Make this one a competitive series. Great transfer from Moose, but yeah, I mean, OC missed spray with the old MAC-10. Gets the better of him there. Not the end of the world, though. Cloud9 still with a chance to reset, but Nifty does hold on to his AWP, and AKs have also been granted to Envy. Quite the arsenal.
Of course, how could we ever forget Nifty's 50 once upon a time? That was a thing, Harry.
Yeah, it was. Back at IEM Sydney. I remember that. I was there. It was pretty cool. You got that like sick kill on Inferno, the movement boy from the Aussie casters. I love that clip. Oh.
Yeah, we'll see if we can pull that up, or if anyone knows what you're talking about in the break.
Oh, come on, man. You must know that moment. That was such a great moment.
These are those moments that I just don't think anyone is going to forget. Yeah.
Damn, we got 2 Alexes in the studio today. That's crazy stuff right there. Nonetheless, weapons back in the hands firmly here for both Cloud9 and NaVi. So we roll right on in to round number 6. You can't put a saddle on a Moose. I don't think that is advisable. But you can put Moose up on the boost.
Oh, they get a push as well. They get aggressive. miHu timed aggression, catches Motum alone, and Cloud9, they wanted to split this A site. They wanted to burst through long. They're already being flanked. Connector with 1 man in. Sonic has got to be so impactful here, but they're already holding on to it from the close position. Sonic doesn't check it. He is down. It's an A commitment with 3 now for Cloud9, but NaVi are so aware. They're so ready. Both players watching towards his position. Orc fires off. AK follows up, and Calyx will close the round. It's NaVi flawless. I love that bit of mid-round aggression. Knowing when to push in the toilet or in A short, even without a flashbang, is a great bit of awareness for NaVi. Getting behind Cloud9, killing the 1 player, splitting A, and essentially cutting off Floppy as well, right? Or Sonic, rather. He can't come out the connector because Motum's already gone down. So Cloud9 just have to commit into a stack. Back-to-back rounds for NaVi now. I think we're going to see that AWP following up, right? Because while Cloud9 have put money into this, they've actually saved 4K on OC and 2 on the rest of them. So it doesn't really matter how this round goes. Even if they lose it, everything is going to be available in the next.
A lot of pressure being applied here to the B site, that is. It's miHu that takes down Sonic and Floppy with response. Ryan stuck at these sandbags. But this bomb has found its way to the site. Not necessarily safe to plant. But it's Cloud9 waiting out, trying to weather the storm.
Oh, they've got a molly, but it's actually on Motum, and he's pushed up here. He's the deepest play. He's going to throw it right back. That could be a good one. It could catch Ryan off. He's going to have to smoke it. He won't play off the back of that smoke, though. Just letting them get away with the plant, but the trades are already in, and Floppy's gone from above. Moose saves the day. Good stuff from Ryan. I want to talk about him as well. From what I've heard of Ryan, right? Like, you look at his stats. He's not a 6-stat player. He's not going to be carrying your team every game. But from what his ex-teammates have said, players in Singularity, for example, is that he's a very good team player. He's not going to be making mistakes. He's not going to be, giving away kills.
Right.
Knowing when to aggress, knowing what to do. Just an all-rounder. And a nice guy to play with, I've heard. So that's always a good thing, especially with the amount of firepower that is on the roster for NaVi. You don't want to fill it with superstars. You need role players too.
Don't imagine that that's what they've tried to do with this roster from the top. But I suppose that it's a project in the works.
Oh, Nifty's trying to get stuck in with this AWP. And OC does have his out on the Cloud9 side. So we almost get a bit of a clash of the AWPs over here in mid, but Nifty's actually moved away and taken up a long position instead. Now, he's just going to be holding down this angle. Cloud9 still looking to get out in towards middle, and Nifty's playing a pretty pivotal position here. He's going to have to be swinging between long and mid to help out Moose. Sonic is ready for that boost down at the B bomb site, and now the pressure's kind of on for NaVi. Moose might have to think about how he's going to play this connector position, because he's got to watch mid with Nifty falling back and worry about a fast rotation down towards B. With all these footsteps and all this kind of telegraphing of the play coming in towards B, he does rotate down, but he's arrived a little too late to the scene. This B bomb site has already fallen for Team NaVi. Moose finds himself trapped. Oh dear, this is not where you want to be. Moose or man, he is trapped in the corner and does look to get out of here with this AK. Nifty has already retreated back into the A bomb site. They've given this round over to Cloud9, and so this will be a 5th on the board.
Oh, that's a great shot. Very hard to hit.
Moose trying to get away, but that's not the case at this time. It's going to be Nifty holding on the AWP, and we're going to see Cloud9 go up to 5. So good stuff from Cloud9. You take control, stay in control, and ultimately win the round.
And you do that how many times, Trace? 16, I think?
Usually the team that gets to 16 first wins.
Nice.
But if there is a need for like an overtime or something,
okay,
we have those as well.
Oh, so. Nice. Okay, cool.
Anyway.
I think I understand now. These B hits have been really exciting for Cloud9.
Yeah.
Lots of fast utility. They have no fear in just running through Monster. That's one thing I like about this team. They're such a young team. You know, actually, I think the youngest team overall in the top 30. So, you know, no fear on these guys, and that's great to see. Just committing into the bomb sites here, and Cloud9 going to look to do it again with a lot of utility outside of the Monster, but a smoke down on the molly, and they won't commit with it. They just want to burn out Envy's utility. Most of it now gone. Ryan relegated to a flash. miHo's got a full set from upper, and Calyx still has a smoke to pop, but Envy are going to try and get aggressive here, take some map control away. They've got B short. They're going to look for fights as well. They could catch Cloud9 setting up utility, and they have good damage, but they're also stuck outside of the site. And Cloud9 own B. They've traded positions, and not to the favor of Envy. Calyx does trade, but again, Cloud9 molly this position. They just can't get past it. Bottom pushing past Envy as well in the spawn, and it's a 3-on-2 with a bomb planted.
Yeah, Nifty and Moose once again in this situation. And whenever we've kind of seen them a man down trying to retake B, it's usually been these saves. But this one feels a little bit more doable. And now with that kill onto Bottom, there is a real chance for MB in this round. OC keeping an eye on short. Flash rains in, and that gets him off the angle. Moose actually wallbangs him to death, and Nifty, in the meantime, was able to deal with Sonic. So that defuse comes on in. Yeah. And fourth round will appear right there where that number 3 was.
Moose sending a knuckler to OC through the wall right there, which is a crazy turn of events if you think about just how the round broke down.
Yeah, and this kill as well from Nifty. What a read! What a call! He knew Modem was close. Modem had just got a kill on a player there, and that's on Cloud9. Someone must have made the call. Modem, don't push. Like, back up. 3-on-2. Let's play a post plant. But Cloud9 just set up there to take their individual fights, right, to win their one-on-ones. And obviously, there's nothing wrong with that if you're going to win them. But, you know, Envy read the position. They deal with them very well. And Cloud9, maybe a crossfire would have been a safer setup in that bomb site. But they weren't to know they were to lose it. And now Envy nipping at their heels around behind. This could be it. This could be not only 5-5, but a break of economy for Cloud9. Let's see what OC can accomplish with this AWP as well. Floppy's clearing the connector. Good timing. He saves JT's life, who gets dinked by miHo. Moose won't see the legs. If he did, he could have taken a free kill there, but the AWP will go instead. Moose, does he know? Is he ready? He's got a fight to Floppy, and he's taking him down as well. JT's low. Should be a free kill for Moose, but JT is quick and keeps things alive for Cloud9.
Oh, Martin is about to get... No, the timing on that, Martin. Oh, man, you would have had one. If only he could hear us. Maybe would have made everything that much better. Oh, dear. Ryan's caught the bomb in rotation. And this boost gets dismantled.
And from that, Envy should know where Cloud9 are, right? He had his knife out running towards B. That's all the information they need.
Not to mention, he has the bomb in his possession, but they're going to go hunting for it. They got enough time. Could fight back Ryan. They don't really know that he's there, so they're going to have to clear this out very methodically. Almost surgical extraction of the bomb here, and they're going to take it back towards the B site.
Surprised he gave it away, right? Like, he's going to set up for a 2-on-1 retake, and they are going into the AWP. And if he gets a kill, that is excellent, but if not, things could get problematic for Envy, who now have to take this 2-on-2 retake. Here's this short play from Ryan. The timing is everything, but the smoke is down. Cloud9 don't let him into the site. Sonic gets a bomb plant. Nifty spamming through the smoke. He won't take him down. No wallbang available. He was out in the open there. This time, Cloud9 playing the post plant a little safer in the 2-on-2, not giving away these fights. Sonic, has he crashed? He is stuck in the open with his knife out. I can only assume so. Modem now in a clutch, a 1-on-2.
Also probably crashed.
Surely not. On LAN? Oh, you hate to see it. They are boot camping together, and the internet, I imagine, has gone down. Well, that is a classic conundrum.
Sick clip from Nifty there.
Yeah, really good stuff. They're going to have to highlight that. Reddit is going to go insane.
Yeah,
we are going to be going to a pause, most certainly. So you get the technicians out on the field to replace the goal here.
You do hate to see that.
Yeah, that is really rough. Yeah. That's a pretty grim one. Curious to see what the decision's going to be there, but I mean, you know, with damage already being done, it's a 2-on-2.
Yeah, that's
pretty done deal.
That's Envy's round. There's no way Cloud9 can argue that either.
Well, there's already damage done, so that whole entire argument is a mute point anyway, right?
Yeah.
So That round will stand, I'm sure.
The worst part about that for Cloud9 is that was the breaking point. That was the economy on the line, right? Like, they get a plant, they probably will just buy up into this because they'll be you know, a bit tilted about their round. Like, why wouldn't you? You're going to buy out of passion. But yeah, like, you know, that would have been Cloud9 building up their money again, breaking NaVi, or vice versa. And well, the vice versa is Cloud9 on the receiving end. They have nothing but 3 or 4K per player.
It looks like we're going back into it.
Yeah, that's weird. Maybe it was just a drop for merely a minute for Cloud9. Like, no one actually DC'd.
Most optimal minute of the day, of course.
That's such a rough
2v3, 2v2.
Yeah, 2v2.
Yeah, well, unfortunate there, but we'll give you back into the game. 5-5. NaVi, Cloud9, quarterfinal. Just trying to send some teams to Rio, man.
Wow, just these pistols now for Cloud9. They're going to look to try and just brush that one off, right? Like, you don't want to have this get in your head. It sucks. It's not great. But,
what can you
do? Know, it would make the win that much more commendable if they're still able to get it over the line here in their map pick. They're going to set up down here in the connector and now look to try and take some mid control. They get out with these pistols. Now Team NaVi playing very, very reserved, just sat back in these bomb sites. Probably know the money isn't that great for Cloud9 at this point in time. And so they don't want to give anything over early on. Now Moose is on a bit of an island right now. And does try and deal with the player at long. He'll catch JT all alone. Now just Cloud9 with 4 players over here at the short side of A. Might get given the short end of the stick here. Nifty doubling down. miHu here to help out, and he will go ahead and put one in the grave. A 6th round on the board for Team NaVi.
And they're really trying to capture this bomb site right here. It's not been an easy task for them, Hugo.
No, B has been a lot more favorable for Cloud9. Of course, if we look at how NaVi have approached this A site, they've had a lot of reads in Cloud9 when they set up towards these long takes. NaVi have been pushing toilets, getting information, getting wraps, clearing connector, and that really leaves you stuck with the pace that Cloud9 have been playing this A site in the past. Now, that was only an eco, and Cloud9 were just trying to make the best out of what they had. Right now, they're back to guns. No AWP for OC, but fully armed with the AKs. Going through the connector. Trying to take B short as well with a man in the tunnels. We might see them split into that position once Con has been cleared. Bottom is going to try and do that, but there's noise being made. That's going to send Nifty back with this AWP. He doesn't want to hang around for too long. Moose, however, will on the other side of things. Pushed up on long. It's being held by Cloud9, but it's all on a timing. It's all on a gamble. When Moose decides the time is right, he could be in the back line, but Cloud9 catching a kill as NaVi flash themselves through Monster. Calix gets traded. Moose pushes, but he misses the timing. Cloud9 have just left A with the bomb. Moose is going to be at least working out the fact that this is clear. There is a world where Cloud9 are pushed up on short, but with the fact that the player on the site just spotted it, now NaVi can rotate down. Now NaVi can get ready for the B hit, because that's where this one's going.
This is ballsy from Calix. Waiting up close to this smoke and drop a nade through it. NaVi beginning this rotation down towards B. Nifty going to be the 3rd man in, and Moose still on this wrap around. Cloud9 walking into a bit of a stack here at the B bomb site, and Calix will offer up the first. miHu to follow. Moose arriving on this flank has given up his position, but doesn't get a kill from it. Nifty will at least trade onto Motum, and this leaves OC in the 1v2. No more freebies for Nifty, though this time Cloud9 are going to be fighting back, and OC here to try and see this 1v2 in to the bitter end. Does miss the timing onto the short player. Nifty repositioning up into heaven. Blindsides OC and puts a 7th round on the board for the NaVi squad.
That's unlucky for OC. You could see the read there. He thought that the flank was closer than it was. And, you know, timing is everything. If he plants, if he sticks it in the smoke on the first attempt, he has a winnable round. You know, Nifty has to hit a smoke shot. The other player can't see him from short. There was a chance for OC, but he goes back to check Monster and then realizes that the jig is up. He's open to Nifty and he can't fire off a bullet. Cloud9 broken here economically. Gonna have to take a bit of a light buy. Maybe a faster round as a result as they go through this Monster Molly and smoke. Ryan is waiting in the barrels and things are about to heat up for him. Oh dear, he's standing in the flames. He's not going to move out of them. The bomb dropped and Cloud9 is still pounding into this site. They will be trading their way in, but they're going to lose players at the end, and Calix can close out with 3. NaVi are taking control of this map. 5 rounds in a row here for the CT side. Only a couple left of the half.
Yeah, the time for Cloud9 to start to get back in control in this half is now or not at all. And if they're not able to get this one on the board, then this could very well be a 10-5 half for Team Envy. Also, it feels like since Nifty's bought this AWP out, I don't think we've seen him full yet. He's looked to really have some longevity on this weapon. Yeah. He's looking now over here towards middle. He does still have OC to go up against on the other side, but I feel like we haven't really seen the two AWPers clashing all that much. But this round could be a bit different. Floppy dealing with Moose down in connector. He's always been a real nuisance over here towards the A bomb site, so getting him in the bag early gonna bode well for Cloud9. Nifty is now stuck a little bit here in the toilets. He's trying to play around with these smokes, ducking himself out of danger and allowed to just go through the motions here with this AWP. Flashes in for the re-peek.
I like the idea there, I like the flash, but what's really being set up here is Mihu. Michu, however you want to call it. He's got the key to the back door and he's going all up in that.
Yeah, Fire's fast. Fire's early. Could have taken a 2K there, but OC's going to trade things out. Cloud9 holding a man up, and I like how they've stopped here. They've gone silent for a second. It makes Envy doubt their rotation. They won't move Ryan up, just not too fast at least, because Cloud9 could still be hitting B. And in fact, they are. Ryan will be needed on this lower site, and he's going to know it as Cloud9 are making noise coming down the connector. Ryan is trying to beat the rotation. He's trying to get into the site. Cloud9 might not expect a man already here this deep.
A lot of weight on Ryan's shoulders. Here they come barreling 4 deep. That's all the remaining players. Ryan with 1. Can't get 2, and that's going to be a round for Cloud9. Just 22 seconds left on the clock. There we look towards the last round of this first half of Overpass. We're going to go to Nuke next on our map calendar, if you will, and then Dust 2 thereafter on the agenda.
Business as usual. And I think it's a must-win for Cloud9 on this map, right? Nuke has been awful for them as of late, right? They've played one game against Envy where they got 14 rounds and just fell short. But other than that, like, Cloud9 gets swept on Nuke more often than not. And Envy have been really, really good on it. So, yeah, if Envy win this map, there's a world where they 2-0 this series as the underdogs. And I think that would be impressive. But let's see how much life Cloud9 have left in them at the end of this half. Looking for a 7th. They broke the 5-round streak of Envy in the previous. Looking to go just that one step further.
I love this from Moose. He hides in the mid-smoke, but is only rewarded with 1 kill. Nifty, given a chance there, does land the tag onto Floppy, tries to run away. This is all falling apart over at the A side of the map. Cloud9 getting entry after entry over at the A site, and their entry has now been permitted into it. They're going to get this bomb planted, and that there will come through from Mr. Mottom. Smoke down to cut off this rotation as well from Ryan. Things go from bad to worse for Envy in this round. And Cloud9 maybe about to get a 7th. That's a nice little recovery as well, you know, stumbling back to their feet. We did see this get tied up 5-5, and Envy just kept finding success on the back of it. But now, finally, Cloud9 maybe about to put a few more successes to their name. They catch Ryan after he's dropped Ron. They know that Calix is here as well. They've got him pinned. How on earth is he going to navigate this? The answer, he does not. 7 rounds on the board for Cloud9. 8 for Envy. This is as close as it can possibly be. So join us after a quick break to see how Overpass pans out.
Should this be over? Hard for your mind, probably we should start over. it's over, come a little closer. We should take our time to think this damn thing over. Should we grow closer? Should this be over? My heart for your mind, probably we should start over.
Seems like I can't get away from the hot sun. Always night and never day. Even when I wash the floor, the dust still comes. Keep on hunting for the bread. No matter how lost, need no light, no spark. I'm in line mode. With my eyes closed, I can see in the dark. I'm a quiet storm. Far from calm, I know you feel me, brother. Seems like I can't get away from the hot sun.
The ESL1 Road to Rio. That's hashtag ESL1 to you, all you Twitter users out there. We want to hear what you've got to say, perhaps even what you'd want to ask these two teams on the outset of the match. The one that features both NaVi and Cloud9 going toe-to-toe in a quarterfinal here for the North American region. My name being Trace. I'm joined with Heron and Hugo. Currently, we find ourselves situated on the overpass, and we look at Nuke and Dust 2 thereafter. So if you're just joining us, you picked a pretty good time, albeit a little bit late, but you can tell that the party's just getting started. Both these teams neck and neck, sort of that of the GG.bet odds. And it looks like it's going to be a B hit straight up here for the side of NaVi.
And they are already in this site. It already belongs to the NaVi squad. The bomb plants come in. This is a 5v5 retake. And with Cloud9 taking a very, very long rotation on OC and Floppy, they're going to have to really pick up the pace here. And this has given all the information over to miHu. He knows that both these players are coming. He's ready, and he's going to deal with the first. At the very, very least, he's really slowed down the pace. And there we go. He deals with both players. And that round gets laid to rest very, very quickly by the NaVi squad. 9 on the board. They take the pistol to begin this second half. And they might look to get off to a good start here and now.
One of the biggest problems with B rushes is that teams don't split short. They don't take that control towards water, and that can come back to haunt them in the post plant, be it setting up players, you know, in the retaking connector, or the CTs having pushed that position early. NaVi do a really good job of taking B from Monster and then pulling back into short as their post plant. They control part of the map. They don't let Cloud9 rotate through that choke point of the doorway, and they just shut out any way of Cloud9 getting back into the round. A really good round from NaVi. I like the idea there in the 5-on-5. You don't see that very often, but they make the best of it. Cloud9, they're going to force up into the second.
Yeah, NaVi are just going to hold the line, too. They know they've got some time to work with, 1.5 minutes to be completely exact.
Well, one thing that you talked about earlier, Trace, but Cloud9, when they're on these eco rounds, when they're on these second round force, they have a 53% win rate on these rounds. That's more rounds winning with less than they don't. That doesn't make any sense. But Cloud9, they're putting logic in the ludicrousness? That's not a word.
Ludicrosity?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I actually made that word up.
That sounds too
Ludicrosity.
much. That sounds like too much, doesn't
Ludicrousy.
it? Ludicrousy.
Not ludicrosity. Not anything else that
isn't
we're
that
saying.
sport?
Ludicrisps, the new snack.
Ah.
What about ludicrous?
Luda! That's another
Word
option.
up.
These are all options that we could have, but we don't have any of them. So Sonic over here at Connector does have OC with him. And that's pretty much all he's got. Now, doesn't make a difference if they make it or not, because they have got each other. And that is a lot.
That is.
Yep, and they can roll out as far as I can see it. That's going to be another round here for NaVi. They put double digits up on the board first. Of course, all the area codes are covered here in this matchup if you think about it. If you look at all the players in the server, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, from Canada to Turkey, from
With love.
Poland to South Africa. No, this isn't a Pitbull song. It's actually just the nationalities of the players.
Ludicrisps. Good grief.
10-7 here, Envy. They are looking really good, right? Like, I shouldn't be surprised. They beat Liquid the other day, but, you know, I thought that was a classic Liquid underperformance. They didn't get to catch the matchup, but Cloud9 right now, well, maybe they shouldn't sleep on Envy. As they get aggressive with a flashbang, Moose is going to get popped, but will he fire back with a UMP? It's only USPs after all, as Modem does a good bit of team damage. It will get helped out. Envy make quick work of these B players, and they know there's going to be a little bit more. Cloud9 have at least thrown the flashbang from the B-bomb site. So that's something for Envy here. They're ready for Sonic, and they're actually going to molly the exact position he's playing. Oh, psych. It explodes midair.
Well, let's see. Deagle. No. No Deagle. OC. Scout. And still a Scout here. And that's pretty much
with no one to see. And the first person he does see is Calyx.
More like no C.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, anyway.
It's a no-show from Cloud9 in that round. I mean, it was eco after all, so do remember that as they come back in with guns. Trace, this is the round. This is, we call this a swing round.
That we do.
A key round.
A very crucial round here for a multitude of reasons, but obviously, if you transfix your eyes on the money system, Hugo Byron will break it down Barney style.
There is money indeed invested into this round. Both teams have spent a penny and a pound, and the winner of this is going to be running wild. Envy are looking to boost 5 men up in the spawn. They've really balls that one up.
This is like, you can often tell, right, like how cohesive a team unit is by the speed at which they get that 5-man boost assembled. And Envy, they just don't actually get it assembled. So what does that say? I kind of hope they were going to go back to it, and you know, we could round this point round to like, yeah, you know, like they're still trying to build a team that's working on. It didn't really go that way. Harry? Didn't really go that way. So early in this round, short control taken by Team Envy. That 5-man boost did not pan out. And now they're set up down here towards short side. Now a 3-man stack for Cloud9 over inside of the B-bomb site, and 2 players at long. You'll note that one of those players is Motem. He might look to go aggressive as OC peels away from the A site. Now in amongst all of this, miHu has just crept into the B-bomb site. Somehow no one's seen him still. And he gets very, very deep. Even he's kind of surprised at just how far he gets before he finds the first bit of contact. This is so weird. It looked like Cloud9 had all these crossfires set up.
What's going on?
Bomb plot now comes in for Team Envy, and Sonic is desperately trying to regain some kind of foothold down here at B. And he can't. So this is the round for Team Envy going in their favor. 12 on the board. A very mismatch of a round.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
I love that, though. I love that miHu can just do that, right? Like, he hits the perfect timing. He walks in as Sonic falls off, and no one sees him inside of B. Not only does he, like, check the wrong position as well, he looks to Monster first. He flicks back to Barrels for the kill. And then he dives into Pit on like 10 health. I think, you know, once he gets the kill, maybe he should fall back and play the post block. But feeling confident, feeling keen, and regardless, they win the round. So it's not a problem for Envy. 2 losses in it, but 12 wins on the board. They are just 4 away from taking Cloud9's map pick from underneath.
Big booms there from Nifty. Not gonna make it 50 in this game, if I had to guess. We do see a tactical timeout coming in, and it's going to be Cloud9 trying to readjust from the seat of their pants. Things have gotten a little sticky here for them. What will be the call here, Hugo? How will they have a response to Envy? I mean, we're getting a lot of rounds that are very chaotic at the very, core of the problem.
Yeah.
But how can they respond to Envy given, what's elapsed thus far?
I mean, a man advantage would be nice, right? Like a bit more information. You're going to rely on your AWP for that a lot of the time. And OC does have a spawn to peek mid here. I say have a spawn. He has the best spawn. It's not a spawn. Good spawns are ones that are next to the dice box. So, yeah, he'll take it. It's the best they're going to get. But, it's still not going to be enough to take this aggro fight in mid. It's actually going to get smoked, and they're going to boost up in the party instead. I like the idea for Cloud9 if they commit to it. Molly going forward, okay, it's a double setup. Modern plays towards a playground. He gets flashed in by OC. This AWP isn't even going to play into it. They're putting Modern into a powerful position, and this is a really good spot. MV, they're holding for it, but OC's found the advantage. He's dropped Mihu in middle, and they don't even know that Modern has gotten this deep either. So OC, he can just fall off. Let Modern wreak havoc as Ryan walks right past his position. Modern could come in on the backline, but he is being held towards this stairwell. In the meantime, Floppy's killed another, and just all over the map, Cloud9 finds success. They pushed up through Monster off the back of that kill, and Motum is about to backstab the bomb.
And this might even be a situation where Motum might not push too far ahead.
Yeah.
Just so that they can do this again in a different round. He's getting a lot of intel right now, and he's going to have the drop here in a second. They have no idea. And unfortunate for him, Ryan has a better grasp on the trigger. Yeah, all that for one.
At least he got one, right? Like, you know, that's something.
At least they're having fun.
It's a 4-on-2. You don't have to worry. This is a good position for Cloud9 to be in, but yeah, I mean, this should be dead to rights. This should be the round here. Floppy.
Oh,
no. No, not going to be expecting that one, as you shouldn't be. Enemies in your own spawn. Calyx is trying to push Cloud9's, but he needs to go back for that package.
Yeah, what on earth does Calyx even get to do here, right? 20 seconds left. If he grabs this bomb, maybe. Come on.
What?
Calyx, if there ever was a time to do something wild, it might be now. There. He is running back to B, and B is empty as it's ever been. 10 seconds left on this clock. OC still holding back in T-spawn. Calyx might be afforded a bomb plant here, but there's no time. And this is the round going in favor of Cloud9. Calyx falls after time as well.
You see that a lot of the time, right? Like, and obviously in Calyx's head, what he's doing is the most obvious thing in the world. Cloud9 know it. They know he's going B. He has to go B if he wants to win the round. But talking of that, right? If he wants to win the round, what else does he have to do? He has to stick that bomb. I feel like you've got to make the gamble there. If you're Calyx, you just got to make the call and just stick it. No matter where for, right? He could have planted for heaven, he could have planted for short. It's a 50-50. You don't know where they're coming from, but he looks for fights instead. And at that point, there's a guarantee that you're not going to win the round, because at this level, Cloud9 aren't going to make the mistake where they both peek you with 5 seconds left. They're only going to solo peek you. So yeah, I like to try for Calyx to get some kills, but that was never winnable if you don't go for the plant. 12-8. And Cloud9, they've come alive with 1 here on the CT side after 4 in a row for MB. Is that going to reinvigorate them? Are they going to be able to build, or will it get shut out before it even begins?
Well, here, look, they're going to do this thing with Motum again where they push the playground. He got so much freedom of movement last time around, but I think he's going to try to spam his way down through this time, or at least show presence. This is not going to be a hidden thing. Flash, but it doesn't matter. Michu is out. Nifty holding the angle, and it's going to be a grenade in the hands of Motum that could have spelled disaster. And what is a very tense standoff here at the edge of the playground. A flash comes through. Motum's still the only focal point for the side of MB. And now Ryan has gone full circle. The playground is closed, ladies and gentlemen. Distance yourselves. Moose and Nifty. A little distance between the two of them. They're going to try to find their way onto the B-bomb site. Of course, they're not alone. It is Floppy, and he drops the bomb. And he's been on quite a tear in this game. Doesn't look to slow up just yet. Moose on a 1-on-5. What you going to do now, Moose?
Well, the shadow will betray Floppy, and 50 seconds left on the clock. Moose at least has time to attempt this 1v4, but he doesn't have much else. He has been able to grab a hold of this AWP. However, you look at the minimap, and it paints a pretty grim picture. There is just 4 little circles looking right at him on that minimap. Everyone knows where he is. It's not really much of a secret for Moose. And what's he going to do? Motum's still coming in on this flank. Moose is not ready for that. He is going to have his eyes set over here at the B-bomb site. Sonic is back in it. There's players at short. There's still a dude on the flank, and Sonic holds down B. So Cloud9, they'll get themselves a 9th on the board. And this is where things get a little bit awkward, right? Because this mid-aggression from Motum has been fantastic for Cloud9. The problem for Envy is, you know, you might just look at it and say, like, okay, well then, why don't they just not go mid if Motum's going to keep getting away with those kills? But the problem is the moment you don't send anyone mid, Motum, even though he's not finding frags for Cloud9, the information he would be getting is absolutely huge. So you have to keep on kind of poking this bear, even though you really don't want to be if you're Team MV. And they're probably going to have to just keep up this mid control till they at least kind of dissuade Motum from going for all these aggressive plays. And in this round, he hasn't. So maybe once they get some control in mid and they kind of remove that as an option, then we see MV try and make a move in this round. But right now, it is this mid control. They're looking for him. He's not here. momentum has ran away and taken up position at long. So finally, they get mid.
Yeah, and you see that sort of conditioning that momentum's pushes has done here to the side of Cloud9.
Yeah, look at Ryan.
Ryan's like, no, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. He's on the slide. He's on the swings. He's playing around. But
you're somewhere around here, momentum. We know, but he's not. In fact, that just goes as a testament to the game of constants and variables that is Counter-Strike. Constants being Calyx, landing a 1D on a momentum. 4v4. I say that OC finds a op kill, so that's going to help a lot.
Yeah, this is a lot of the situations Cloud9 got stuck in on the T side, where they would just be in the toilets and they would just end up committing towards long because their toilets and their short player die and they don't really have much else to do. MV not wanting to fall into that trap, they're going to walk back through toilet and they might be able to close peek this orb. Still going to be ready. OC doesn't miss, fast as ever, but eventually a shot not connecting. And, well, I jinxed it there, didn't I? Calyx has been given an orb. He's going to throw that one over. And Envy, I mean, 20 seconds, but you're buying next round. You can make this winnable. You can make this interesting. And Cloud9 have everyone on A right now. That is a huge gamble that they need to adjust immediately. Otherwise, not only a bomb plant, but a potential round could be taken away by Envy, who are trying to rush B.
Oh, they are going to rush B, Hugo. This isn't even a secret anymore. Just 6 seconds. They're going to have to stick the plant right here, and they're going to get that down. Nifty holds just in case someone's up close and personal to kick things off, but it's Sonic inside of Graffiti, and, well, quick work there in the post plant. Envy, you know, fumble it, for lack of better words.
Yeah. And no armor as well, so like the second you get shot, you've lost your life more often than not, right, immediately. But that was an eco for Envy, and they get a bomb plant and 2 kills, like more than viable round for them. They could buy up anyway without the plant, so they're going to be rich as anything now. But Cloud9, double digits, they're coming alive. 3 in a row on the CT side, and this is their map pick. This is where they feel comfortable in the favored half. So Envy, they may have been holding this lead, but this is no longer their game to you know, win. This is their game to lose. They need to be careful that they don't do so.
They did the 5-man boost, and they get a reward. Sonic, he thought he was going to be tricky, but it was the tricksters of Team Envy pulling the wall over his eyes. momentum, meanwhile, he spots that boost, and this is the one problem with doing a 5-man boost. The moment you see it, and especially if it gets a kill like it does there, the CTs know, well, everyone's going to be really, really late pushing anywhere, so we can just have freedom of movement, and they do have freedom right now. But it is starting to get a little bit more claustrophobic down here in the connector. momentum still holding on to the top of mid. Now, if I'm Envy, I am paranoid about this because he's gotten away with it time after time and found so much success from this position. We saw Ryan was like so determined to clear this area the last time Envy tried to take mid, and this time they don't. This time they go, nah, momentum won't have done it again. But guess what? He's done it again. Ryan gets shot in the back of the head, looking the wrong way. miHu and Nifty now in a 2-on-3 at the B bomb site where 2 players reside for Cloud9. Effectively a 2-on-2 here at B, and JT wins that first fight and the follow-up. An 11th round on the board for Cloud9. And Envy, they might have taken that early man advantage onto Sonic, but past that, really nothing else goes their way.
Yeah, that was rough around the edges. But as you can see, North America has figured out how to put together IKEA furniture. Unlike earlier in the game, where that's just simply not the case. The stack proved to be a bit much, and of course, JT ending the round out puts Cloud9 ever so much closer to tying this bad boy up.
Double orb, I like that. Cloud9. It's not like they even need to adjust, right? Or like, you know, keep fresh. Things have been working so far, and now they're going to throw a real spanner in the works. Envy on pistols. That's the danger, right? That's a big worry. When you pull in the double orb, you want the first round that you show it to be on the rifle round because, well, you know, pistols can get in your face very quickly. And if Envy opt to run a fast round where they, you know, 5-man connector up toilets to A, you know, they can beat you with the AWP. Everyone runs at the same speed at the end of the day, you know. So got to watch out for those 5-man pushes. Envy, they're going to go for it in middle. Fast flashes, and the orb blinded. momentum can't commit. He's going to have to fall back. We have 3 orbs here for Cloud9. I wonder if that's even on purpose at this point. Luckily, the rifle is going to be here to do the heavy lifting, and JT drops 2 as momentum does the same. Nifty late in the connector. 3 orbs. Anyone want to weigh in here?
Somebody's getting opt. That's for sure. Somebody's going to get opt. There's 3 ops. That's really the only way you can ensure that, right?
Yeah, I tell you what as well, right? Like, if you're Team MB, you haven't seen these 3 orbs in play. Like, to your knowledge, there were 2 M4s in this round and an orb. And they actually trade out one of those orbs immediately. Yeah. So, yeah, it was an accidental triple orb investment for Cloud9.
Looked cool, though.
Yeah, you know, and it worked. It got them the round. I don't think it was specifically due to the triple orb, but it was there. And it was in the server. Bottom. Looking good with his, but he's back onto a rifle now. Nifty donning an AWP for Team Envy, and the scoreline tied at 12-12. There was a time where it looked like Envy could have run away with Cloud9's map pick, and now that future is not one in our spyglass. Nifty back on this boost, and oh, Sonic! Oh, don't do it again. Trains running on time. Can let that go by, and now Nifty. Yeah.
Got to be double scoped from the get-go, right? That's a hard one to hit if they're just jumping. Envy, they're just going to commit to a B take here. Now, this is actually an okay call because Cloud9 have set up with an aggressive A round and a man and connector as well. This flank will be very quick for Cloud9, but also the defense. Will it be here at all? There's only 2 players that need to hit shots. It's Sonic alone already missing the jump, going back in for more. It's all he's left with, and well, he's left with nothing. Calyx has cleared out B, and a Molotov could cut off JT. That's going to keep Cloud9 out of this site and give Envy the room to plant. Cloud9, again, we talked about them setting up for the retake. They have that fast flank, but they're getting cut off by a flank of their own. Nifty coming in for the back line, dropping JT. Oh dear, Martin in the site. They're not ready. They don't account for him as he flashes through the smoke. Everyone was blind, and OC is coming alive. A one-on-one now in the site. Mihu making noise. OC knows. Mihu's going to try and back off and play the bomb. The time is ticking, and OC is waiting for a fight that will not get given his way. He is going to have to be the instigator in this round. He's going to have to smoke the bomb. And at this point, the time, it might just have ticked too short.
Yeah, I mean, by that time, you double back, you go to drop the smoke, it's over with. Envy, it took them a few rounds, but they do put 1 up on the board, giving themselves 13. Albeit this hasn't been an easy fight for them. But of course, putting 5 rounds in a row on the board is Cloud9.
Yeah, I mean, think about how many rounds Cloud9 have leaned towards A with these aggressive bottom plays where they set him up in the playground. Like, that's not just him, that's teammates flashing him in and watching the connector as well so he doesn't get back flanked. And Envy realize it, and they finally go for a Hail Mary in B, and it's excellent. It works again. So what do? They do it again.
Yeah, back into B. Calyx leading the charge. The rest of the team falling in line behind him. Nifty snipes that one away. Sonic not able to overstay his welcome down here in B. Nifty putting up 2, securing the B bomb site, and now leaving Cloud9 in a 3-on-4 retake that might not ever get attempted, right? An AWP in the hands of OC, a man down, no money for Cloud9 in the next round. You understand why they don't want to attempt this one. But this will give 14 rounds over to Envy, all while, you know, still allowing some investment to come in for Cloud9 in the following round. It leaves them with a very small margin for error now.
What I like about Envy's B rushes is both rounds they've done this, they've left Moose or Nifty in this back monster position. He was a little closer to the site, but what that did mean is not only is he denying this like T-spawn flank the Modern's been going on, but he's not letting anyone flank Monster. Envy, therefore, they can play Monster and they only have to worry about, you know, the short position, the Heaven, the CT spawn. They don't have to worry about getting flanked. And Moose isn't in a dangerous position. Like, you're rarely going to check that spot if you're Cloud9 coming in from T-spawn. So, you know, we've seen it already work out for Envy in some of these rounds, even the pistol. So I like the idea. And obviously it relies on your players getting the key entries into B. Nifty, he does that and more in this round, pushing in with immediate double kills, not letting Cloud9's 2-man setup hold strong. And now Envy know Cloud9 are going to lean towards B in this round. They've surely got to put 3 there with back-to-back B rushes, losing Cloud9 the round. So how will Envy adapt once again? And it's not a triple B setup. Sorry, it is. It is a triple B setup. They go for the boost early.
Yeah, connector control grabbed in this one for Team Envy. And I like this little adjustment because they've still set up very, very heavy down towards B early on, giving themselves the opportunity to hit this B site if it feels like that it's you know, the right timing, the right kind of situation to do it. But they also clear out connector, and this is going to give them a very, very fast rotation between B and A.
Close shot.
Not able to land that nice little flick there. I mean, not nice. It would have been nice if he got it, but it was just a flick. And a flick without the kill is just a mouse movement. So, Team NaVi.
Ooh.
Oh dear, that's the bomb. Caught off guard. Floppy doubling down, and JT almost got caught on that little wire spool and still continues to lay down the pain here. Finally, the flank is in from miHu to deal with him. In the meantime, Calyx has secured another. miHu down at the B site, throwing this round into disarray for Cloud9, and suddenly, in the blink of an eye, it's all on to Motum. He really has to live up to his namesake here. He's got to be the man of the match for Cloud9 if he wants to pick this up and keep the dream alive to deny map point to the NaVi squad. 20 seconds, time is a real problem for NaVi. They've really got to have their sights set on getting this bomb down. Motum has been given some room to work with, but miHu able to swing on out, deals with him on the peak. 3 for miHu, 2 for Calyx.
Yeah,
and those imports pulling their weight massively there for NaVi.
Well, I was going to say Motum, not necessarily an import, so to say, but also very influential when it comes to the the play he's had here on Overpass, not Vertigo.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, right,
there, but
if you don't close the map, if you don't close the game, it doesn't really matter how well you played. Ultimately,
if you're not first, you're last.
Yeah, exactly. NaVi have made all the adjustments necessary, and they've adapted really, really well into this T side. There was a great streak of rounds from Cloud9, finding 5 in a row, and I thought Cloud9 were going to just sweep this game under the rug, and you take their pick as they should. But NaVi coming in with some excellent B plays, putting us on 15. Nice little 2vx from Calyx and miHu, and now just one more to get them over the line.
So let's put it to the question here for you two then, because if you look at NaVi, if you look at Cloud9, if you look at just the big sphere of what is North American Counter-Strike, are these two teams on the same level? Is that what we're looking at?
Ooh,
I think they're both
question.
in like, I think this is an interesting question. I think it's one, honestly, Trace, I'd love to like talk a bit more in depth in during the death segment, because this round looks like it could draw to a close in favor of NaVi, and if it does, then they'll be taking this map, and that there feels like the most important thing to be looking at. Motum tries to have a bit of a standing connector, and he gets bested straight away. OC, 1v5 with a scout. Cloud9, they are relying on this guy in a big way, and I would love to be optimistic here, but I also got to be realistic. This would be an undoable clutch, and it is. It is undoable. Team NaVi take this map in their favor. The map pick of Cloud9 going their way. Nuke on the horizon coming up next. The map pick of NaVi, one that they've looked great on. Can they get this quarterfinal done in 2, or will this go all 3? Join us after a quick break to find out.